Randall Fleming's here. You're as constant as the northern star, sir. Yeah. Come on in, come in. Everybody's, yeah. Sorry. I'm,
Can you do anything with your car?
The
Doors still open?
Oh, yeah. You can find it. Okay. Thanks so much. And then meet me right back here. Awesome. Okay.
Sounds good.
How you doing, Randall? Can you hear me?
Three-prong HD feed.
Should be a small gray cord. Activate.
Power on.
This is not necessary.
Did you got your food?
Perimeter, right?
This is for the, all right, cool. You didn't run over any peacocks, did you?
No. Nor any squirrels.
I don't know if you've met our executive producer, Kay McKee, which is actually.
How you doing? Long time no see. Did I meet you? Yeah. Remember showing up?
And I thought we were up for this.
Oh, yeah. If you could get the.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Grab the. That's power cord. Yeah, you can plug it in and get the speaker set up.
See, this is not gonna reach between the podium and the.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then get the 3/4 inch guitar plugs out and connect the speakers to the mixer.
We did tell people.
Yeah, if you can coordinate everybody that's gonna be walking around, not knowing where to go, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I told the people that are out there now, I told a couple of them.
Well, you'll be able to recognize me, Andrews. Yeah, if you could coordinate the attendees at once.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
just kinda-
I need, throw me that. Thank you. Okay.
Are some of these instruments, some of them speaker cables or?
These are the speaker. You can put that one into speaker number 2 once it's unwrapped.
Barely reach us. Maybe this.
Oh, we haven't, there we go. Use that.
Okay.
Can you connect to the speaker?
Sure, yeah.
Thank you.
Is number 1?
Affirmative. Yep.
Right.
Thank you for getting everything out. I really appreciate it. This is going out to that.
We don't have a little rug.
Your USB with your music. I'm sorry?
We have access to a little rug. We could throw over his tables or anything by chance. Just nobody.
Low tape rug. The answer is no. We're a total tripping hazard.
Okay.
Sandy, a rug or something we'd use to cover the.
Just that side?
Yeah, just a little something to throw down there. I mean, not a big deal, but.
I have a frame that, but you can't walk over it.
Yeah.
The MacBook.
Yeah, I understand, yes.
Let's just try and figure out the cord management as best we can.
Absolutely, I mean,
Concentrate.
everybody just goes in with the.
Concentrate into one area, so we're gonna do all the cord stuff. Stage left, and everybody walking over to do the microphone stage right. So we'll have practically no cords on stage right. Okay.
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 That works.
Because these folks, your mom asked them to have flowers, and also some photos that your mom asked.
Yeah, bring it all in and advise them to put them around the various urns and bases wherever you see them. Okay. That's all I for number 2.
Yeah, he said near the.
All right, well,
That's the one that's in there.
there's not another SLR cord in there, that's why.
There's this one, but it's not. This one, and it's got a different kind
But I left it at my last day. God dang it. Okay, now is this to your height?
Tutto bene, tranquillo.
Is the microphone to your height, Renee? I mean, Gabrielle,
This
you'll be the
is
first.
legal. I think it's God.
Yeah, I remember it right now.
Yeah. What did you say?
That's our sound technician and friend, Carl.
Okay.
Sanders.
Carl, use the guitar?
Happy.
Nice to meet you.
He'll help you plug in later on in the program.
He's got a music stand.
Okay, great. You can set it up now.
So we got 2 channels to work. We got 3 and 4 if we.
Channel 2 is the better mic with the crappier cord. Okay. This
Okay.
is on. Right max plus. Plugs in. 9 minutes through. System settings off. Randall, can you hear us?
Is anything gonna need to be Bluetooth then?
Um,
Or auxiliary cabled?
yes. The,
Assume it's gonna be some music.
Better run to
Mac-
the loo, I'll be right
the
back.
MacBook itself wants the MacBook itself, actually. Her music is gonna be off the dang MacBook.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna use the Bright Max speaker as mono.
Just,
Okay.
keep in mind, you don't wanna mix, signals from cable and signals from Bluetooth, because there'll be a delay between them.
This is external going out and then the external coming in.
Okay, okay.
You're right. No, thank you for keeping me cognizant of that. Why is this fucking been dirty? Do we have power?
For all intents and purposes. we should. Oh, that was on as far as. It's,
Okay, we need power.
this is on. This is not getting power?
Yeah, it's not getting power.
Hold on. Let's try a different.
Okay, it worked. All right.
I guess-
All right, so
That out?
audio coming into the speaker cord is going into the Bluetooth interface. This auxiliary monitor out is everything going out to that, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I want to see if we're getting any audio. People are already filling up. How much time do we have left?
Bear with me.
I need you to plug in the
It is
MacBook power as
2:53.
well.
Is the MacBook's not getting power?
That's true.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, good to see you, sir. Good to see you.
Okay, you getting power now?
Stand by one moment.
Okay. We got a few minutes still.
Yes, it's getting power. Okay.
Okay. I guess we only got, like, a few.
All right.
That's like grab.
Can you guys on Zoom speak up so I know you guys are in attendance, please?
Yes, this is Randall Fleming. Hello, Scott King.
And
Excellent.
this is Bernie. Hello, Randall and Scott.
Nice.
Ah.
You guys with your stentorian baritone voices adding a level of civility to the proceeding.
Hello,
Great.
Bernie. It's
I'm
nice to.
gonna do a temporary audio check for my singer Gabrielle. Looking good, guys, looking good.
Are we gonna need Zoom to come through the main speakers too?
Yeah. I'll keep everybody on mute for when, what's your song, Gabrielle, on this thing? What am I looking for?
Okay, yeah, wait.
I
Yeah, the
just
one
wanna
that
do a
says
sound.
for Oscar, the one that says for Oscar.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick
Okay.
sound check of the background audio right now. Why is it not going through?
Move a speaker here, because that's not through.
It's,
You're connected to this through Bluetooth, not to this, right? Like you need to be Bluetooth to your Harbinger.
I'm with you, yeah.
So
So, stand by, stand by, stand by, stand by. Um, right.
Hi, Randall.
Bluetooth needs to be the Harbinger.
I'm Gabby.
Hello, I'm Randall, as you may see.
Yes.
Yes, you're exactly
Nice to meet you.
correct.
because you've got this
Hi,
connected
Bernie.
here, so there's no reason to Bluetooth to the ion unit.
All right, yes, you're
Ready?
right, you're
Ready?
right. Stand by 1 second, girl. So,
Okay.
the music coming out of here needs to be connected with Harbinger. That's
Mhm.
right. Okay. Set it up to parent. Yeah, disconnect and set it up to parent.
Okay, I assume I just hold on there.
Understood. Is that pairing light going?
We understand. We just want to let you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But we're
Yeah.
gonna do as soon as people.
Is that pairing button?
What's going on here? To
Maybe we can aux in. We'll do aux in. Okay. Turn off the pairing button, please.
I mean, it's just you just won't have a monitor. So this go to your. There you go.
Bluetooth mode. Bluetooth pairing.
Yeah, proceed.
Let's go.
Actually, it's here. Okay.
Alright. Yeah, that'll do you.
So that's the first one. And the number.
Are they in order? What's number two?
Number two, just want me to do time to say
Just
goodbye
what-
at the end? Or then we'll do the time to say goodbye.
Okay, we're doing moonshine, then time to say goodbye.
And then the one that says E.
And then three if we've done. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing too.
1, 3, 2. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay, let's do check of the, oh, God. Can you turn off the frickin' blur while I check the microphone? Oh, no.
What?
Stand by one moment. Oh my,
My blur or your blur?
I need to turn off the blur for, Gabriella, can you turn off the blur on the Zoom? Fine, that's it. Okay. All right, activate microphone two. Check 1, 2. Ba-da-ba-ba, check 1, 2, et cetera, so forth. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Should be the little arrow right next to the video icon.
He's putting it to the test. Okay. All right, we're good to go.
Check number one.
Participants. video.
Okay, did you figure it out?
No.
Everything's good to go except.
I
getting
don't
this
do it
blur.
very often.
Okay.
Sorry.
There's a little camera icon right next to that is a little wedge arrow. If you click on that, you'll see a lot of options, including
Videos.
Okay.
video settings. Oh, yeah, and then the blur my background has a check.
Okay, we
next
got
to
it, we got it. Okay,
There you go.
everybody's good. If you see anybody waiting to be admitted, just let them in.
Okay.
I'll hang here.
All Everything is the sound tech. I think we're all good.
Not here.
It's,
Your mom's not here
roll
yet.
video.
Where's your mom, Scott?
She's gonna come in late. We're on a tight schedule, so roll the video. Roll video, just let everybody in the place.
1 second, 1 second.
It's okay, we can open up the door and let everybody in.
You said 1 minute. There.
Open up the door and let everybody in the place. Please. We got it set up for time. All right, how we doing, gentlemen? Thank you for attending.
Oh, we're fine. I'm glad you got that background off.
Check 1, 2.
Pretty much figure out the levels for background.
I like how I told them to roll the video 18 times. They're reminding me that it's 4 minutes. Sit down. Yeah, this is the sound tech, and when it's time, he'll get you all set up.
Yes, go over the three.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We don't have any equalization on these, but you have landing tomorrow.
I'm getting excited. You're not gonna need to watch sound, you know.
Yeah.
this instrument is almost 100 years old.
All right.
So,
Some people say that it's going.
I'll wait, let you get focused, then we don't have.
we're gonna be on it about.
That you might. Go to the country. From the back place about beautiful country, the dam of the South for Argentina.
You're gonna hold off on
With the
that.
gracious masculinity and the remarkable influence of the Indians. Put up the Malambo report. That can be used in a similar routine as rodeo. And Indian as an effective weapon by the Indians. Rodeo cattle present a double sequel. The typical Malambo report and the Malambo swing. Contemporary melodic fantasy of the gaucho dancing.
Okay, you got it on.
My name is Rospide, Rospide, Luminoso, mango and accordion player, a visual instruments, an artist, paint, some stuff that you can see around me. .6 years old, play my little accordion in front of 500-600 people. Oh my God, and feel that first applause. Wow, that was fabulous. That I got addicted. At that early age. I don't think that I can imagine my life without arts and music because the satisfactions are really wonderful. I had the chance to go around the world. I had the chance to make friends in different languages of different cultures that always have something beautiful to give me. I wouldn't change my life for millions. I wouldn't like any other profession.
This is only has.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, safe and energized adult on Klezmer Juice.
I have this card down. Yeah.
Scott. Scott. Swing it around so we can see the stage.
Sorry, the video portion, I'm going to be sending to everybody later. Impossible.
Oh, okay.
My favorite
Ahora sí, gracias, ok. Exacto. everything.
Well, actually, I have to confess to you, Diana is my wonderful writer partner. She can tell you, I don't like to practice. I like to.
No,
But
to
sometimes.
blame everything.
That's it, yeah.
Hello, Sylvia? Can you hear me? This is Randall.
Hi, Randall.
You've gone to the primary view in here. Somehow something you just apparently clicked on switched it to where we're no longer seeing the their Hollywood Forever.
From my experience with Zoom, if you have your settings set to speaker view, whoever is speaking or making noise, I'm going to mute myself. So everybody should mute themselves, all of us,
Good
and
idea.
only leave the Scott King, and then that should be it. Thank you for telling me. I didn't even realize I had my audio on. Sorry.
Exactly. See, I'm going to pop to the front for a second, and then I'm going to mute myself.
And Randall, you can always select what you want to see and tap on it.
Okay, I'm still learning this application, so I appreciate your tip.
Randall, what is the graft over your left shoulder in the frame?
Um, Over my left shoulder. Oh, you're talking about that print?
Yes.
Oh, that actually it's I used to do a poetry broadsheet uh, when I was there in LA. And this is Larry Colker. So it's not a graph, but I designed it, but he wrote the poetry. And it's one of the broadsheets that we printed. If
Very cool. Thank
oh,
you.
is there no audio? What's going on over there?
don't think anybody's in there making noise.
I
Okay.
have it bars lower left, Scott King. So I think it's ready for somebody when they start talking.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're going to have to amuse ourselves here for a little while. So I'm curious, how does everybody know Oscar?
We know Oscar, we met them through Facebook and became friends. We've been friends for many years.
I actually found him on Craigslist, or he found me, or I forget who was advertising, for musicians. I'm a composer, and I put on a show at a place called Kulak's Woodshed. First half was my music with an improv dancer, and the second half was Oscar doing his accordion old standards. Hi, you are muted, Scott.
Scott, you're muted. You've muted yourself.
Let me try putting that in the chat. Maybe he'll see it.
All right, can you hear me now? Good, good, good. All right, and we're going to admit a few more guests. We're going to have special music featuring our very dear friend Gabriella Crow with a commemoration of her love and appreciation for us.
Behind the hills, there's a busy little stew where your path is looking night. Your loving pie is quite between the law, so he's hiding behind the hills. Bye, baby, stop your yarn. Don't cry, baby. Day will be dawning. And when it does, from the mouth where he was, he'll be coming with the judge of moonshine. So count your sheep, shine, love, you. So count your sheep, shine, love, and the hills when you're happy with the your loving power is quite too long, so we haven't to be answered. Bye, bye, baby. Stop Don't, don't cry, baby. Darling, when it comes from the mountain, you'll come to the shine. So count your sheep. Very happy with the joy of the mountain. Count your sheep.
And once again, thank you all for coming, and thank you for guests who are here remotely that can now be heard well. Gabriel is going to sing another song. I did want to say that everyone that Oscar's touched in his identity as Oscar Luminoso, a being of perpetual light. And I know that he is here today because it's about 14 million cable power coming through that skylight window. So thanks, Oscar, for providing the illumination. Is Gabriela's second song, which she'll perform right now.
It's yes. So this song is called "Time to Say Goodbye," but it doesn't mean that. It means I will go with you to worlds that don't exist anymore, on ships that you only read in books and are in history. Quando sono sola sogno all'orizzonte mancan le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, su le finestre, mostro a tutti il mio cuore che hai acceso, chiudi dentro la luce hai incontrato per strada. Con te partirò. No, con te. Adesso sì, vivrò con te. Partirò. Sull'aria per mari, io lo so. Non sono più. Con te io li vivrò. Quando sono sola, sogno all'orizzonte e manca le parole. Lo so che tu sei qui con me, con me. Sia luna sei qui con me. Mio sole, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me. Con me. Partirò. Che non ho mai sperato di sono con te. Adesso sì, vivrò con te. Partirò. Su navi per mari, io lo so. Non sono più. Con te io rivivrò con te. Partirò.
We're gonna have more musical guests here short. And for all the musicians getting set up, are we doing? Coming up next, we're going to have commemorations here shortly, but right now we have a special musical arrangement brought to you by Mr. Nito. Mr. Nito, yes. And we're gonna have a few more musical tributes, followed by some commemorations for those who would like to say a word. Leo, of course, is a very, very dear friend of Oscar, as of course many of you are.
Cuando un viejo volvió, fue que este genio se cruzó por mi camino. Desencanto mayor que el ser humano ya hace tiempo que perdió. Trajeron de Jesús y el loco Gatti, y talentoso como el gran Bolívar, y el encanto sutil de Carlito Chaplin. Lleva en su mano el corazón, medio abollado por las piñas de la vida. El músico y también pintor, poeta loco, de mi santidad. Y nunca nadie lo escuchó decir palabras por las mil penas que navegan por su alma, porque esas penas las disfraza con sonrisa de payaso y alegría. Con piel de naranja, que un plato de sopa de sobra le alcanza para irse de noche a parir serenatas hasta que despierta bostezando el sol. Hombre con alma de niño, vive repartiendo ternura y cariño. Se le ven las alas bajo la camisa blanca y color. Oh, los que lo queremos, siempre preguntamos cuando no lo vemos, si es que acaso alguien sabe el paradero de este genio loco. Quisiera comprobar que anoche en bicicleta un puente con visto pasar, vestido de etiqueta, que lo de bastón, yéndose a la cola. No sé, pero a veces quisiera escribirle a los Reyes Magos para que le dejen allí, en sus zapatos gastados, una bolsa de ilusiones y una barba de regalo, qué sé yo, una horma de queso, una flor, un libro de Pablo Neruda y, ¿por qué no, un tambor? Una vitrola manija con un disco de Gardel y un CD de Astor Piazzolla interpretando a Dios Nonino y dedicado para él. Y como si esto fuera poco, y así de yapa, hierba y azúcar palmate, dulce de leche o batata y un paquete de criollitas o bizcochito de grasa, un ton blanco y reluciente, flamante padre alpargata. Blanco, con piel de naranja, que un plato de sopa le sobra la alcanza para irse a París, serenata, mientras que despierta por el salvo del sol, con alma de niño, y me partiendo el cariño, se ven las alas de aquel poema, de aquel olvidó. Todos los que lo queremos, siempre preguntamos cuando no lo vemos, si es que acaso alguien sabe el paradero de este genio loco. Y es una quiera comprobar y la noche en bicicleta, un fuerte lo hizo pasar, pero es una bicicleta de la derivación, que no se da el gol. Yendo a cenar con la luna.
Coming up next, we have a very, very special song by another dear friend of Oscar, Mr. Pablo Sumier, who's going to be performing on electrified acoustic guitar. And giving a sentimental symbol to our dearly beloved. Pablo Sumier. Are there still performers in the audience who have not yet done something? Who do we have left that's going to perform? Is that, all right, our dear friend, please, say your name to the audience.
Doug George, two first names.
Excellent, Dr. George. And, what will you be playing?
I don't know if there's a piano here. There is one. I like to play Stop Being Dead. Oscar loved the song. I've been recorded. It's a very humorous song. It's, well, a relevant subject, especially today. If there's a piano here.
Good deal. Well, nobody loved the humorous stuff more than Oscar. Unfortunately, we don't have a keyboard.
I was going to bring mine.
But for those of you in attendance that want to see,
You have an MP3 player? I've got a recording of it.
if you can get it ready by the end of the thing, we can try
I have
it.
an MP3.
For those of you who have the memorial invitation on Facebook, you'll be able to participate after the memorial with pictures and videos of the event and stay in touch with everybody. When this wraps at 4, we're going to be going slowly and easily over to Denny's on Sunset for some fellowship after the memorial. So there's going to be plenty of time for everyone to participate. Don't worry about the MP3 just yet. We can get towards the end of the show.
Okay.
We're going to start doing commemorations. People who would like to get up and have a few moments to say things about memories of Oscar. We're going to start actually just to break the ice with a professional showman who's used to talking quite a bit, and have Mr. Phil Crosby get up here. Everyone, Phil Crosby.
Thank you, Sal. Well, what to say about Oscar? Although I knew him probably 20 years, I have a feeling that many people in this room knew him longer. So I think we all knew the same man, because I really have a feeling that he was not very often anything but the positive, light, beaming, amazing
Sweetheart.
Sweetheart. I mean, it goes a lot to say angel and saint, but I happen to be lucky that in my life I've done a lot of travel, and I've met a lot of eclectic people and from all over the world, and I met people that other people thought were spiritual and saintly or angelic or all these things, but I don't know. I think they were all posers compared to Oscar. Because Oscar, every moment, his face was just beaming and just giving you everything you needed. It's a great example of how to be a positive, helpful person to others and to really live that light. No man is perfect or woman, but he really was always very inspiring to me. And I think he hated meanness. I think he would be with us still, but I feel like some of the meanness in the world today, I think he's somewhere where that's not, that's not on the news anyway. But the last gig we did with each other was quite tough. It was during the pandemic. And of course, nobody was working very much, and we kind of jumped at an opportunity. This woman with opening up a dance studio, so let's do something online, streaming, outdoor, everyone will be safe, But it was kind of in Santa Ana winds time period. So we show up at this basically like a parking lot, and I've got Oscar and another amazing guitar player, Tom Marion, who's on in years. Yeah, Tom.
Is he here?
No, he's not here, but
One of my best friends.
Great. Well, Tom and Oscar, he did the call and joined me to help accompany me for some singing. And these winds came in, and we're outside, and it was just like, felt like the end of the world. But, some of the guys were like, I don't know, I got these poor old guys, they're kind of like worried about their health, But Oscar, no, never any negativity, never complained, never anything but big smiles. And so it was always, and he was, anytime I needed him, he came, and top hat and tails, and brought something to whatever show I was doing and whatever I could afford in budget and whatever. I mean, it didn't matter. Oscar was there, and Oscar was there with big heart and a lot of love, and it always meant a lot to me. So thank you all for being here as well. Hopefully share his light more in the future. I would love to see everybody do stuff online. What Scott set up, I think that'd be great. I'd like to share some things and maybe I'll do a song there. Thank you. Thank you, Austin.
From the people who cannot attend in person, try and give them your rapt attention. We're going to be turning the audio on for select few attendees. We'll be beginning with the immortal Randall Fleming in just a minute after we get our audio switched over. And it'll be followed by hearing a word from Alan Morello, Bernie Cyrilson, and wonderful boat coach Sylvia
Start
Pancaro.
on the board.
Randall, can you give me an audio check?
Check.
We good?
Randall Fleming, everybody.
Hello. I wasn't expecting to speak. I thought I was just going to be observing. I'll be brief. I met Oscar in the mid 1990s. He and I were living in this somewhat of a flop house on Hartford Avenue, very close to downtown LA. And at that time, we were both going through a whole lot, but it was a bit of a transition, I think, for both of us. There was a lot of crazy shit that went on there back then. It was right there in the Pico Union area. There were gangs that were encroaching on each other. The Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, the LAPD, 18th Street, and MS-18 and everything. So there's a lot of stuff going on. But even amidst all that chaos, we seemed to find each other when we were hanging out. I took photos of him. I ended up introducing him to a musician named Manu Chao that I understand he took off on tour for a while with him. They hit it off very well. There may be a picture somewhere up there of he and Manu Chao. I think I took that. I don't know. We were both pretty crazy back then. But after that, we remained friends for pretty much up until the end. He would do backdrops for me at poetry events and other such things. I was very grateful for that. He would perform with us at the downtown LA Poetry Art Walk. There at the brewery as well. He did backdrops and performances. And at the various little pop-up venues that we did at the time before it was called pop-ups. And I have some of those videos and photos that I've sent to Scott. They may be there or they'll be on the memorial afterward. And all I can say is Oscar, through thick and thin, was always there for me. And I never saw him flag. And he was a lovely, lovely, dear person and a brother to me. And I really miss him, and I wish I could have been in LA in those last days and been there for him. And I'll miss him.
I'm going to hear from Bernie. Would you like to say a word?
Sure, I wasn't expecting to, but he was a great guy. So I never really knew him for very long, except for a brief period about 10 years ago. And I think we found each other on a Craigslist. I don't know who was advertising what, um, but I'm a composer, and I put on this show at this place called the Kulak's Woodshed on Laurel Canyon, and it was my weird eclectic electronic music for part of it with a dancer, and then the second half was Oscar with his accordion doing old standards, and the crowd loved that juxtaposition there, and he was just a lot of fun. Hung out with him a few times also, and that's all. But it was, a little bit of history.
Thank you, Bernie.
Thank you.
Barb and Hal Morello.
You're not gonna do that to me, are you? All right. We met Scott and Diana on Facebook. Diana and I have become very good friends. And I'm so sorry for your loss. Oscar was an incredible human being. He sent me music and allowed me to help him at the end of his life. And I'm sorry for your loss, Diana. I'm sorry, Scott. But he's in a better place with no pain.
Thank you, Bob. Sylvia, if I can say a word.
Wow. So I'm actually, I just found out yesterday, and by some strange stroke of synchronistic something, I logged on to my father's Facebook account. So we go back a long, long way with Oscar. And I met Oscar, I guess it would have been 1975 when I was about 7 years old in LA, because my father had a tango band from the time that my parents immigrated from Argentina to Los Angeles in 1967. Oscar came on playing bass for my father, who played the bandoneon. The band was called Tres para el Tango, Three for the Tango. And I remember Oscar just being a light. He was just funny and sweet. I have very good recollection of all of the musicians that played with my dad. And he was, there's one story in particular that I thought would be fun to share. I would have been a little older at this point, probably 12 years old, maybe 13. Anyways, my father had Oscar on bass. I don't remember who the piano player was. And no, Oscar was on guitar or one of the others. And one of the players didn't show up. So Oscar got my brother, who would have been probably about 12, whatever, and taught him how to fake play so that he can look okay on the stage and fill in for the absent musician. I don't remember which one of them was the bass and which was the guitar. That was one of the funny stories. And I thought that, Diana asked me if I would share a painting that I mentioned to her that Oscar did for my father, because they really, really loved each other. So she asked me to show it, and I did post it on Facebook. But this is Oscar's handiwork. Pardon?
We're putting that on the memorial page so everyone can view the mural later on.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll take a better picture. And as everyone was singing and talking, I'm going through one of the hundreds of albums of all these years of my father's tango. And I found this is a really nice one. So there's Oscar, very, very young. This one probably would have been 1977. So the pictures that I found, I'll go ahead and send it back to you, Scott. I sent them to Diana. They're all from 1975, 77, 78-ish. I'm trying to think what else to share. He was just a lovely part of our memories. My dad doesn't know he's in Argentina because he's not well. If he does, if I were to tell him, and I did try today, but he was not well, and I know it's going to break his heart. Anyways, I don't know if there are any Argentines out there. Papá lo quería muchísimo a Oscarcito, mi mamá, que todo el mundo la conocía como Pochola, Pochita, y hacía asados y empanadas y todo para toda la comunidad. Todo lo queríamos muchísimo a Oscar. Era una parte divina de nuestros recuerdos. So para vos, Oscarcito, for you, Oscar, which we actually knew him as Lomuto. We didn't call him what would it hit by his actual name? It was Lomuto. I think that was his, if I'm not mistaken, his grandfather was a famous tango musician in Argentina some generations ago, clearly. And I think that's where the name came from. But my father put uh, a tango, I put that on there for him. So thank you very much. And
Thank you so
my
much, Tony.
condolences.
Continuing
Thank you.
on our Argentine representation, Mr. Oscar Marquez.
Bien, no es muy fácil poder hablar de Oscar, y disculpe que lo diga en castellano, porque aparte, ¿qué poder decir de Oscar Lomuto? De ese hombre que vivió de todos los cielos y en todos los cielos encontró una respuesta favorable, porque era como él. Es imposible describirlo, es universal. Y como él ha vivido tanto tiempo fuera del país, pero su país siempre le preocupó. Y alguna vez él dijo, Buenos Aires, capital de mis primeras experiencias, me enseñaste religiones, magia y ciencia y otros factos de mentira y de verdad. Buenos Aires, intelecto, trampa y tango son milagros de la mezcla de cultura que nos trajo esta alquimia de cariño y maldad. Buenos Aires, este caldo ya se ha hervido mucho tiempo. Me imagino que está cerca el momento de bajarle al mundo un abrazo de paz. Buenos Aires. En el mundo existen otras capitales, son distintas, importantes, singulares. Chabullate, que el amor funca en plural. Chabullate, de Piazzolla, del Loco Charlie, de Pichuco, de Spinetta y de Salgado. De los fioros, de la gira, del ladrón, del inocente, del bocón, del canchero, del amigo, del botón, del obtuso en religiones encerrado, del patriota sin concepto, del avaro, del pequeño militar, del que mata en nombre de la autoridad, del que es con un tinto en el boliche, del que vuela con un forro en el balcón, del cobarde que no va de llorar, del absurdo con su mufa y su fracaso, del gustito incomparable de triunfar. Oca. Oca.
Muchas gracias. We're running it tight for the program. We are having an after fellowship at Denny's on Sunset. It's going to carry on for a couple hours. We're going to continue the commemorations. We're going to continue the musical tributes until they kick us out. So people who don't have an opportunity to speak during the main service, we're going to continue it on. We're going to hear from three more. We're going to have Oscar's son, Jean-Pierre, followed by Nora, and then Lucy and Firesmith to wrap up, and Oscar's son, Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, it's not obvious. I'm Oscar's son. You're probably like, oh, Oscar's here. Yeah, he actually got me this suit. He has a very colorful character and personality. Sadly, I went 30 plus years without my father, and I met him about 8 years ago. And I think the best thing he did as a parent was he was very supportive. I am a testament to Oscar, not only in looks, but in my personality, who I am as a person. I'm an actor, rapper, comedian, impressionist, DJ, all these other things that I do. And I definitely got that, and I love the music from my dad, for sure. That's a testament to how strong genetics are. I went 30 plus years without him, and I met him and was like, not only do I look like him, but yeah, I'm very much like him, an artist. Like, that's what I am, that's who I am. And I can't describe myself in any other way, and I know that was him too. So I definitely got a lot from him. It was funny. People always said we looked alike. You know, when we met each other, we spent a lot of time together. And he's like, oh, he said, I look just alike. You look just like me. It's terrible, man. It was like always funny and making us laugh. That's what I loved about him. Yeah, definitely. His personality and his type. So, I definitely think at 40 years old, I didn't know I was going to be, already lose both my parents. It's definitely tough, but I definitely imagine him wherever he's at with an accordion, finally relaxing. Because another thing that I got from him, which he had too, was like, Dad, you need to rest. You're old now. Relax. I'm here. I can help you out. And he's like, no, I need to, find a gig, man. I got to do this. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely got that from him too. I do not know how to rest and calm down. So, I thank everybody for coming. I'm glad in the last 8 years I got to learn about myself by meeting my father, spending time with him, and knowing where I got most of my personality from. Wearing this suit is something I don't normally do, but my dad got it, and it's definitely something he would do. So I thought it was perfect to wear it today to represent him. I know he was so happy. He'd be so happy that all the music and the kind words, he loved music and I love music. So, I definitely, it's a life of celebration. And he brought so much energy and joy everywhere he went. And I always tell him, Dad, hopefully I'll be as famous as you one day. So definitely here's to my dad. Rest in peace. We love you.
Hello, dear friend of students. And once again, we are going to have the program that was spoken by Oscar Marquez scanned into the people online. We're going to have a picture of the mural. We're going to have commemorations continuing on. So it's not the end of the show. And Oscar will call the show. All right, Nora.
I met Oscar, my sister and I, Lori. We met Oscar at Barbara Morrison's Performing Arts Center. She was starting a vocal workshop, and so we loved to sing, so we joined. Oscar was her bass player. I didn't know him as a accordion player or piano. I didn't know he could do all that. But he was so remarkable, and he was always smiling, always light coming from him, always, a positive, joyful energy, and I appreciate that. I always remember him with a smile. And so, if I could sing just a little bit of a song. The shadow of your smile when you are gone will color all my dreams and light the dawn. Look into my eyes, my friend, and see all the lovely things you are to me. Oh, whisper, little star, was far too high to break. A teardrop kissed your lips, and so did I. Now, when I remember spring and all the joys that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow, Oscar, of your smile, your smile, your smile.
Thank you so much. We'll see you in 5 Yes, but thank you, Scott.
I wanted to talk about Oscar. We have worked together many times over the last 2 decades. We did some remarkable work. Some is yet to come out. He worked with me on a feature movie, but I want to talk about when I first met Oscar. It happened to be in the cemetery. Wow. On Dias de los Muertos. And my friend, our mutual friend, was the person that actually started Dias de los Muertos here many years ago when it was free. And at that time, he asked Oscar if he would greet the people at the gate coming in to the celebration. And so my dear friend Sita and her husband Ricardo Ochoa, the godfather of rock music in Mexico, were performing on one of the 3 stages here. And so we were with them, and we was dancing with them, and one of the dancers with them. And we're walking in, and I'm like, who is this cat on this accordion? He's at the front of the gate in his top hat, and he is just jamming. And so Sita says, oh, I'll introduce you. He's going to be a part of our show also. And she introduces us, and she says, Lucian, my friend, who's a filmmaker, he's going to be shooting, and he wanted to meet you. So we shook hands and said hello and everything. And then it came time for Sita's performance, which was at night. And the beginning of the performance was called The Procession. And I documented that as well. Many thanks to Oscar being a part of it. And the procession turned out the cemetery. Oscar led the procession with his accordion. Ricardo Ochoa was in the background behind the procession with his electric guitar rocking away. And they led up to the stage. And it was all of this chatter going on that was incredible. And when the procession started, Oscar with his accordion, Sita right behind it, and the dancers, you hear a pin drop in the audience. And this was an effect partially to Sita and Ricardo and also Oscar. And I just want to mention one other fantastic performance of his that maybe a few you may know about. It was a play at the Los Angeles Theater Center called La Victima. It ran for 4 weeks, sold out audience. And this was the kind of musician that Oscar was. They invited the producers, they invited Ricardo to do sound, play guitar along with the play as he wished. And Sita was playing the lead performer in actually music. And Ricardo said to Jose, I'd like to bring an accordion on with me. Can you fit him in a budget somewhere? And they brought Oscar. There wasn't one note written for this performance. Not a single note. And this was not shocking because Oscar didn't have to read music, although he could. But he could play with anyone, almost any genre of music. And that's just his musical talents. I knew him as an actor. He worked for me in my film, and he was marvelous. I mean, marvelous. And it hasn't been released yet, but there has been. I gave him a segment of the movie that he wanted me to give him. It was the Invisible Accordion Mix. And it was an incredible performance that I hope to share with anybody here at some point. And I just want to say that Oscar was a Renaissance man. That's who I salute to today. A Renaissance.
Oscar. I want to talk about Oscar for a minute as a person. Oscar was the most beautiful soul ever, had the best sense of humor, loved everybody, smiled at everybody, would do anything for you, including giving you the shirt off his back, which he had done with diapers on underneath. At a costume event. And Diana, I have a message for you from Sita and Ricardo and Tehachapi. They wanted me to let you know how much they loved and admired Oscar. And they send love and light, and also from Argentina, Dr. Alfredo Malbran and his cousin Martina Druet also send their loving thoughts for you. They both met Oscar briefly and fell in love, as we all did.
But also they knew Oscar's name. They knew his fame in Argentina and had never met him. He was a global person and recognized all over the world. But I tell you, he had a great recognition at my house. Numerous occasions, he and Diane would come and celebrate. They would set up a keyboard and the accordion, and Diane would sing and knock the room out. They would say, "Who is this old white face getting ready to sing?" And she started singing the blues with Oscar playing, baby, and I tell you, you had a show on your hands. I love you guys so much. I think of you all the time, darling.
All right, we're getting close to being kicked out of here. We are going to hear from Mama Diana right after Mr. Doug George. Doug George got a quick. All right.
Thank you. I'll see you right here. Just imagine this.
Doug George.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to come out to enjoy Paul Oscar's friends. Many of whom I've never met, and I'm just impressed with all the singing. Basically, correct for saying. I'm really glad that so many people love them and are here and learning more about them. I met Oscar about 1997. I was running around trying to buy some stuff, and I was a little, anyway, I won't go too long, but Oscar appreciated me. I was trying to buy something, and the guy behind the counter didn't understand, and I'm kind of smug, but clever. I can't remember what I said, but Oscar read off the back. I said something kind of, it was smug a little bit, but funny. And to this guy, they probably went over his head. The guy was, I don't know, some other country. But Oscar said, you knew I was a New Yorker somehow because of my crazy humor. And we hit it off and been friends ever since. And when I recorded Stop Being Dead, Oscar came despite his COPD, you know. And over 2008, the year I wrote the song, he was going to try to get played here at Hollywood Forever. So he recorded, and I've been so sick for so long with a crazy health condition. I won't do the whole thing. But Oscar came, brought all this stuff, big pile of stuff, and he stayed all night. He crashed on my floor, and I wouldn't have got the song recorded for one friend. The sad thing, I didn't include him, because I didn't need his instruments. It turned out I just needed, but his presence helped me with my symptoms that are insane, as big as my size. Anyway, I'm going to get to the song. So anyway, so later on, I did thank Oscar. I told him, God, you're such a sweetheart. I'm so sorry I never used all your ability and all your instruments to be part of the recording. But if it weren't for you, it wouldn't have got recorded because I was too sick without the presence of you. So anyway, here it is. And just imagine this piano playing 1920s style, which I play, which Oscar loved. So here we go. Acapella, Stop Being Dead. Wrote this in 2008. It's kind of, does anything it can to like even give dead people guilt.
All right.
Here we go. Me, what?
Absolutely, sir.
Everybody thinks about the folks they have lost, loves and friends and family that have passed away. In this chimney stood and kept count away. It's time the rest of us alive must say, today. No, wrong key. Oh, it's time to stop. Let me just change. Everybody can go, oh. It's time to stop being, I just changed keys, I'm sorry, because I'm getting flat. It's time to stop being dead. Don't you know we've had enough of that? Stop being dead. Fun is fun, but folks wanna come back. It's time to stop doing that. Being dead is so one-sided, that's a fact. Cause after folks are chose to die, they never say a word or sing a song. And us lives put a stop to that. In fact, what about 12-step programs? Could they help indulge the dead? Alcohol Anonymous. Take the social period to the dead.
Good George, everybody. All right, big hand. Good.
You want to pick up the song?
All right. All right. Mom, here you go. Close it up.
I want to thank everybody that came here and shared their love for Oscar, because there wasn't anybody else like him ever. Nobody made as many people happy, and nobody had as much talent. He could do art and music and poetry, and the most outstanding thing about him is that he really loved everybody. I never heard him say anything bad about everybody. And he really was the true optimist. And everybody should be like him, because he was unique and extraordinary. And I miss him, and I'd like to just sing one part of the song. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. Well, I can't do it. But that's the song that brings me a happy place. Thank you, Scott.
You can do it. You can do it. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me love you.
And all the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it. You made me happy sometimes. You made me sad. Hey, but there
All the times, dear, you make me feel so bad. You, finish it up.
I can. So gimme what I cried for. You know you got the brand of kisses that I died for. You made me love you. Ooh, you know you made me love you. Oh yeah.
We continue on the show. Today's on Sunset. Today's a sunset. Let's take it over. Let's have some coffee. Let's have some pancakes. Nobody's going to call the cops because we're looking better than everybody who's going to be there. Everybody, take some time, get situated. We'll see you there in about 45 minutes. Pennies on Sunset. Thank you, everybody. Oscar Luminoso. And to those of you coming to us from online, we've recorded the proceedings. We're going to have the program from Oscar Marquez. We're going to have the materials shown. We're going to continue sharing his life. We're going to continue sharing his life online through the memorial website. So this is just the beginning of commemoration of a life well lived. Thank you all for attending. We love you. We'll be in touch. And if you guys want to stick around on this Zoom channel for another 45 minutes, we're going to have it open right in front of my grandstand. So stick around. There's more to come.
All right. Thank you, Scott.
I'm assigning Randall as the new host. Thank you, Randall. He didn't volunteer. I didn't ask him what he's got going on.